Hey guys, I wanted to bring you another G3 guild war that I did. This one's against Malicious Myth. They have a G3 player out there, so they're pretty strong out here. We it's we haven't won the war yet, but we're pretty close to it. Ranked 36 G3, and I wanted to try out a couple of new units that I built. Only one new unit I want to try out. I built Rukuni up. He doesn't have skill ups yet. Sadly enough, I fed all my hogs away. Never really thought I was going to build one, and long and behold, now I finally built one and didn't really have the skill ups for him. So he has one skill up, I believe, into skill 2, but that doesn't matter. So with the top team here, we see Perna. I always like to bring Avarice against Perna. Let me move my head down here a little bit, actually, so you don't block who we're choosing. And I said I wanted to try Rukuni, and I wanted to bring the speed leader. I could probably bring something like Gemini as well. That's probably a better thought because it also brings the armor break, and I'll think about that for the future. But the double Anubis was a comp I like to bring. The extra shield, the shield plus Rukuni's shield means whoever's the weakest will get a lot of protection. And the bottom team is just our standard team where I feel like I need to get a win, and that's what I choose against that. So here, the whole purpose out here is Avarice needs to kill Perna. We're just looking at it a little bit here, and we have no attack break and we have no defense break. So we have to grind down this Perna. But we have a lot of sustain, so I think we're okay. The Camilla does a little bit of damage. It's going to be split between the two, and the two fire units, and they're very tanky. As long as we don't get destroyed by the armor break, and it's a one-turn armor break, so it's not too bad. So right now, Perner is dead and no passive, so it makes it a little bit easier. Next, we want to get rid of Gemini. That's the armor breaker. Once we get rid of the armor break, Camilla's not going to do enough damage to break the shield and to break Rukuni's heals. So I think once we get to the point where Gemini is dead and there's no defense break, we're relatively safe with this team. Gemini's going a little bit crazy with the stuns out there, but even then, the passive will still heal and put the shield on. So right now, we can just auto and... Oh, I thought we can just auto at this point. We're just deciding who we want to put the heal on. We give Rukuni the full bar so we could just get another heal out. And I think right now I determined that I can just hit auto. I really think I should just hit auto at this point because there's not really much decisions left to be made. Both my Anubises are on destroy, so even if this fight did go out a little bit longer, we have the destroy just to kill Camilla's insanely tankiness away from her. And now we decided to hit auto, and the passive is just going to do. Camilla's not breaking the shield. If it does happen to break the shield, we also have a lot of heals. And again, no defense break, no attack buff. Camilla's not going to go batshit crazy on us. It can go a little bit, maybe like a couple of violent thoughts, but again, okay, Rukuni's AI is a little bit dumb not to give himself the turn. But again, Camilla could do enough damage there, but it's a lot of sustain. Basically, what we're looking for is Sekhmet to steal, to reset Theo, and then we just one-shot Theo. Unfortunately, right, we got the reset, which is good, but unfortunately, Theo was stunned and he wasn't able to kill the first turn. Hopefully, we land the armor break. We land the armor break, and right now, Theo's first skill should be able to break that shield and kill altogether, I hope. Jasun was good enough to take care of the shield for us. After that, again, get rid of the armor breaker, and then we should be safe. We have a lot of sustain. Jasun alone's a lot of sustain. Once we get rid of Orion, Kamoon does good damage, not crazy damage. And all my units are fairly tanky. Well, Theo's not that tanky, but he has Endure. So, and Kamoon's not going to even focus on him anyway, so we're pretty set on this. Again, the shield's going to be a little bit annoying to break if we don't have defense break or an attack buff, but he can't sustain Theo's massive amount of damage. He did resist the armor break there, but again, very safe fight. I choose this team, or I use Veramos instead of Sekhmet versus units that have a lot of debuffs. It's one of my safest teams out there. It's something I feel very confident about. We give up first turn a lot, even though my units are about 200 speed. Versus Orion, versus Bernards, anything like that. We give first turn, but a lot of times I feel fairly safe about that as long as it's not something like Sierra. That's the only thing that really I don't feel safe giving up the first turn to, or really something like uh, or Galleon teams. Galleon teams can be a little bit tricky because we don't have Will Runes or anyone besides Theo. So that was again a pretty safe fight. I had to pause it for a little bit because I was, like I said, I was on the train for a little bit, and I think at this time I had to do something on the train. So this top team here, we're gonna try the same comp again. Again, I think it's pretty safe to do that. Um, Basically, again, we want to take care of Perna, and the new Warrior Anubis is perfect for that. The shield from there, as long as we, I think there's a little bit of problem from the armor break from the Fire Panda, but not from the Wind Panda, and we have Wusa giving them immunity, so it's not too bad. The bottom team, we're gonna bring Chilling to take care of Rakan to steal the buffs from Rakan, and Theo Chasun is just really the damage out there and the sustain. So here we go. We got Wusa Immortality as expected, but we again just gonna focus down, slowly taking care of down Perna. Uh, Again, since we don't have, since he has Will Runes on there, we can't even land the branding on there yet. Wusa basically destroyed my Anubis is out there, but we have the shield and Rakuni's heal to sustain. Probably should have gave right there. I should have probably give Rakuni the turn just to get another heal out there, but that was a mistake. Um, but again, we have the shield on Avarice, and the heals will get there right there. Armor break on there becomes a little bit of a problem, but Rakuni's really good with the cleansing for this, so that's pretty good. Rakuni's right now in trouble right now. We got Perna down, and we lose Rakuni right there. So now we don't have as much sustain. We have basically just the shield, and Avarice is out there with Soul Protect right now. So Avarice dies, but Soul Protect brings him back to life. But we can't hit this panda because he has that counter attack, and that's very annoying. I don't know how we're going to handle that. We are pretty much just we got to see how well the shield is going to hold up. Again, we're on destroy, so we can slowly take down this Wusa, but we don't have any heals at this point. They do the Fire Anubis self heals on his second skill, but right now the Warrior Anubis is the one that's taking all the hits. And that armor break, we're just going to give up right at this point because we want to save them in case we need to use them in the last fight. Ryan does his normal harmless prank, and that's fine. We got Chilling there to, again, take buffs away. We buff ourselves up, gives us a speed buff. And right there, holy crap, right there, 32,000 damage. And then we have the 32,000 plus she was provoked. So even if she did get to go, she was probably going to get collapsed on by Rakan, and that's a big problem. So right now, we have a little bit of an issue because we have no sustain. Our only hope right now is we get a lot of violent attacks. We lose Theo, and at this point, we're just sacrificing Chilling because there's no shot that Chilling should win this against a Ritesh, and I did save him. He didn't deserve to be saved. He should have died. So that was a bad one. That was just a little bit bad team composition. The armor break plus Rakan damage is a little bit more than I needed to plan for. 33,000 is a lot of damage. Alright, what do we have? We have Sierra, Orion, Perna. That's a pretty standard comp. It's something that pretty annoying to deal with. I find it much more annoying to deal with Rakan instead of Perna, but I think I'm just going to move on because we don't have our normal Perna killer. So we have a dark Chimera here, and those things are scary as hell. They hit really damn hard. They pretty much go many turns over you, and they just non-stop trample you. Top team here, we're going to try and cleave it with Galleon, Triton, and Water Monkey King. Water Monkey King can pretty much one-shot any of these 3 units. Perna, of course, will come back to life, so we're going to leave that for at least not first. And the bottom one, we're hoping my Orion outspeeds his Orion, and we're just gonna keep the Chimera reset between Sekhmet and Okeanos. That's the whole plan. So we strip, we time to loot, and we have either the choice to get rid of Varad or try and AoE and push the attack bar back. I think the good thing is just get rid of Varad, no more attack bar reduction, no more cleansing, and that's kind of just what we're looking to do here. You got a stun on Triton, that's not a big deal. Get armor break and pretty much destroy Rukuni. Rukuni lived a little bit. But again, Galleon does pretty good damage, 8,000, so 7,800 does pretty good. And at this point, Perna's not going to kill my double water units. Maybe kills Triton, but it's the last fight, so we don't care. We could have put an immunity on my own guy, on my Water Monkey King there if we needed to, but I didn't feel the need. And right now, even though there's no armor break, no attack buff here, we do have attack buff on, I think. We just hit Perna there for 32,000. No Perna's living through that. Well, most Pernas are not living through that. So we do outspeed him. We get the defense break on the Chimera. What is his name? Zeratu? Yeah. And pretty much looking just to reset. We did get the reset on there, and we're just going to go for more damage, trying to get rid of him as soon as we can. Double reset on him. Maybe we should have saved the reset, because right now this is where we can run into some trouble here. Taeon gives the Chimera the turn, and look at that. He just hit us for 32,000, and the second one after that was another, what was that? 20,000. So it pretty much hit us for 50,000 on a violent rock. But again, right now we just eliminate him, and I don't see a big threat now. I mean, Orion, Taeon, if they can win against my Okeanos Orion, good for them. If not, we should have this in the bag. Taeon's going to give Orion a lot of turns, and that's really all that can go on. But again, the whole thing is getting rid of that Dark Chimera. He could have easily sold my team at that point if he kept on getting a couple more violent procs. It's just so strong. It was a little bit risky, but I think we pretty much have this down. There's nothing, unless Orion goes crazy, and at this point he shouldn't be able to even. I mean, Orion can do only so much. He needs at least another decent damage dealer with it. Okeanos has mine's at least on a damage build, so it does a pretty good amount of damage. So what are we waiting for? Why do we take so long to decide what to kill? Must have been thinking, did Taeon have any of his skills up that we needed to worry about versus just getting rid of Orion? Sorry about that. There must have been some reason for it. Maybe something happened on the train where I had to. I can't remember. But there we go. We got our third win. Second win. So we had 2 wins and a loss. That's fairly good against us. We didn't win the war yet, but we end up winning this war. So we had enough swords left. 2 wins and a loss. Mini Cupcake and Belel and Nephemeral. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. But there we go. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I could have handled those fights any better than that. We wanted to try Rukuni, so that was really what was going on with it. And I do like it. We'll try him out a little bit more soon. I do have a little bit more plans for him in the future, so we'll see how that works. But if you liked what you saw, leave a comment, subscribe, all that normal crap. All right, have a good day.